Kyle Busch nears milestone 200th NASCAR victory. Phoenix Joe Gibbs has spent his career watching Hall of Fame caliber athletes ply their trades, whether as the Super Bowl winning coach of the Washington Redskins or the title-winning owner of a race team. In his mind, what separates them from a run-of-the-mill star is an insatiable will to succeed, the kind of drive that allows them to reach the next level. They set goals like 200 wins in NASCAR's top 3 series. With Kyle Busch one win away from that milestone following his weekend sweep of the Xfinity and Cup Series races at Ism Raceway, his 78-year-old owner is ready to group him with the elites. Busch will have 2 opportunities to reach the milestone this weekend at Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California. He will be back in his It's video by NASCAR. After a couple of feeling out rides for Hendrick Motorsports in 2004, Busch jumped into a full-time ride and never really looked back. He won twice and he moved to Joe Gibbs Racing in 2008 and really caught fire, winning 7 times, and he captured the series championship 4 years ago by winning the year-end race at Homestead. Just about the only, Busch has built a 77,000 square foot facility that houses his own race team, along with most of the hardware he's won over the years. Trophies are stacked. So is Busch. His successful he also finds time to dote on his wife, Samantha, and son Brexton, hoisting him up in victory lane on Sunday. Where he will ultimately stack up among NASCAR greats is a worthy debate. Richard Petty won a record 200 times in its top series, though that was a different era. The king is tied with. Then again, Busch has been able to win in just about anything with wheels, and the brother of Cup Series driver Kurt Busch is competing in arguably the most competitive age in the sport's history. He doesn't remember exactly when, but chances are it came when he began racking up victories with Gibbs' team. And it hardly Related slideshow Kyle Busch's sweep in Phoenix provided by NASCAR.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.